Hello, Instagram and YouTube. And hello to anyone who feels it's part of the Tight Hips Club. Okay, because I am part of it. Why I am doing these live streams is because my hips are naturally tight and I know all the tricks I need to be doing in order to open the hips. But because I love training my upper body, I don't give myself the time to work on my hips. Okay, so that's why I do these live streams. And my own personal goal is whatever I do in this session, I need to make sure that I come back to it and do it at least 2 more times next week. Okay, today we are going to we've got loads of stuff to do, and you will need a chair. Okay, so use any chair, but ideally without any arms. You're gonna need some dumbbells only for one exercise, which is Tailor's pose. If you've got the opportunity, grab anything. You've got, you can use kettlebells. You can use one kettlebell, one dumbbell, one heavier than the other one. Heavier you go, better. If you are super tight in the hips, I recommend you go with 3 kilos, 4 kilos. If you've got it, if you just only got 2, work with 2. We're gonna kind of build up if you've got more weight. So personally, I'm gonna start with 6s. And then I will add on another 2 to make it 8 for the kind of working set. Tailor's pose is excellent exercise to open the hips. If by any chance you've got a stick, it's useful for the whole stand isometric hold to put you in a good position. Since I start using the stick on my hips, I found out the whole stand is so difficult to hold because it really gets you in that right position. Then the last thing, if you have got, is going to be some sort of roller or tennis ball or anything, so we can kind of do a little bit of myofascial release. Oh, the ball, yeah, I could do a ball as well on the glutes and on the adductor. So let me just go grab a ball as well. Yeah, there we go. Right, there is a lacrosse ball. Any ball will do. Okay, so whilst I'm kind of warming up the hips, feel free to grab what you need and we get started. So we're going to squat down with the legs quite wide already, toes pointing out, open here and then cross over and open at the top. So cross, open at the bottom and open at the top. Get nice and low as you can. If your arms get confused with the cross, do whatever, it doesn't matter. We are here to open up the hips today. So here we go. At the top, you're opening the chest as well. Let's do 2 more. 1 and 2. We are going to squat down with the legs wide. So at the moment, just squat down to connect your elbows to the thighs and then reach up. 1, 2. Push your butt out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to take it deeper. If you can reach down to the floor without lifting the butt or rounding forward, that's what we want to aim. And then lift. 1. Go down with a straight back. 2, 3. So it's a good way to warm up the muscles, get some blood flow into them before stretching. We are going to be doing a lot of active stretching because It's a far more beneficial and gives you more results compared to passive stretching, even though passive stretching has got its own benefits as well. So there we go. Let's now stretch the spine with the twist. The benefit of the active stretching is, for example, the Tailor pose. I love it because you stretch your inner thighs, your adductors, but in the same time, they get a really good workout. So twist side to side. Good. We're gonna wake up the hamstrings. Another thing I was gonna also mention at the beginning, and I just remember with the hamstrings. Let's set up the exercise, and then I tell you a little bit more about my live streams going forward. So first of all, we're going to bring the bind behind our pelvis, open those shoulders, push the bind down, lift that chest, and then hinge forward, come up into this straight back. So we do not want the back to round. We just want to stop here and come to the lengthened spine. So yes, my plan is every Saturday to do these live streams as a kind of make me accountable to do at least one good session for my legs, to stretch them in a way I like to do it, but like I said, I don't find my time. And every week we focus on a different muscle group. So today is the hip opening. I don't know what I will do next week, but for sure we're gonna be focusing on hip flexors, quadriceps, and hamstrings, because they're all attached to the pelvis and everything is connected. So, it will, improve your hips if you work on all the muscle groups. Right, okay, we're going to now take it across. We take one more hamstring stretch. So reach across. Keep the legs nice and straight. And now we're going to add on a little bend in the knee. So my goal is one day to do a mid split, but I know I'm not going to achieve it because I don't put my time into it. My front splits are good only on one part, and that is a hamstring part. My second leg, the quadricep hip flexors are so tight. So again, I don't stretch it enough. Okay, so who knows, if I follow through with these live streams, I will get there, and so you will. Okay, let's put your hands onto the floor. If the hamstrings are tight, you can bend your knees here, or you can put some sort of piece of equipment like a roller, and we're going to be shifting side to side. So here we go. Let's wake up those adductors. Good. And we're going to now see if we can just lift the hands. There's actually a lot of strengthening of the legs. I guarantee after today's session, you are going to be aching across your inner thighs mainly. There we go. So 4 more. 4, 3, 2. Oh, follow the click there in the hip. 1. Well done. Shake it off. Grab some water and we get into the work. Okay. We are going to start with coming onto our knees, taking one leg out and coming as separating the knee and the foot as far as possible. So if I go this way, maybe I've got more room here. We're gonna come onto our forearms and really kind of get that knee away from the foot, feel free to use some block. And we're just gonna simply rock the pelvis. I'm gonna do 20 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I forgot to mention also, because of course I teach this in Pilates. That's one cheeky thing I get it in. Just, yeah, make sure you basically get the ankle aligned with the knee, because I just remember when I sometimes teach this in the classes, people just got that foot a little bit further back usually. So you want to get that alignment. Let's do 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, there is a series of how I kind of develop this position a little bit further, but I'm gonna save it for another time. We're gonna switch over to the other side. Just slowly slide that foot in. Once you get it in, just to kind of release that knee stretch, we're just gonna rock it side to side like so. There we go. And I must admit, I forgot to take the Tailor's pose to kind of give us a little compare. You know what, let's do it now. Let's do a Tailor's pose or butterfly. So yes, we already started to stretch the hips. So this is where I am if I just kind of take my feet into the butterfly shape. In the classes, in the Pilates, when I do this, I usually look across roughly 20 people. And there is about roughly each class 2 people who can just open the knees directly down. And I just say, I'm so jealous. I want to have the open hips like you. But most of us, we just get so tight over the years, and then we just end up with a tight hips, and we've got to work hard at it. Okay, so now that should improve hopefully by the time we finish the session. Let's go and do the second side. So get in that position, make sure you aligned your ankle with your knee. Ideally, you want that foot to be like a frog. So you want to take your toes out and then begin to rock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 8, 11, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15. I need to go back to school to do some counting. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Good. Okay, lift yourself up so you come into the straight arms, and then wiggle that foot in, and then rock it side to side. Okay. So, of course, we're doing this because everyone wants to be able to do a middle split. In order to, or pancake. Pancake, it's another one, and they are so connected. That's why we kind of, there is going to be a stretch session focusing on a pancake. Now, this is my pancake. It's not bad, but I want to be able to get my whole belly down to the floor, not just the head, okay? But I'm going to keep the pancake focus for another time. Today is literally just the hips, which will help the pancake, of course. Right, so we just stretched the legs. Now we are going to do a little bit of toning. In order to separate the legs, yes, we've got to be lengthening these adductors, but also these butt muscles. They need to contract as well. They need to contract. More they contract, it's going to be easier for the adductors to open up. So what I do, I do this these two different lifts. First one, I want to imagine I have got a block. You can put a weight on your back or block is lighter, so it's gonna be harder to stay balanced, and that block, when you lift the leg, is gonna have to stay, so you're not gonna be kind of overlifting so it slides down. Okay, we're gonna do five reps with a kind of as much of the stable body as we can. So ready, 1, and hold it there for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So much harder with that weight. Lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can bend your knee here to make it easier. We've got 2 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Rest for a little bit. Now, if you've got something on your back, take it down, because now we're going to open it up. So we are allowed now to kind of go like this. Yeah, you can see I'm bending that arm and go as high as possible with this position. Ready? Hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You will feel some cramping possibly. Lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2 more. Lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Straight away, we're gonna take it into the pigeon. Now let me show you a correct pigeon, because again, so many people get this pigeon wrong. If your knees are bad, flip it over and take a figure of 4, yeah? But let's take this knee forward, and the foot will come underneath of your pelvis. Where people go wrong, they put the thigh underneath of the belly, which gives them, I suppose, more support. But then the pelvis is not squared. So you want to take it out, and then if you've got enough room, you can rest down here. So there we go. So I always say to people in my classes, make sure your thigh is on the outside of your rib cage. It's going to be so much nicer to hold a pigeon here. So just take a few breaths here. We've got, oh my God, we've got so much to do. Sometimes I will do the live stream where I will be coming back to the nasty exercise we just did, but not today. Today is just one set to say hello to the outer glutes. Okay, so let's switch over to the other side, grab some water. Good stretch session and toning session takes a lot of time. You know, it's time consuming. That's why, unless I commit myself to do it in a live stream, or we're doing this one, I kind of just don't do it. Okay, so here we go. Oh, yeah, this way. Okay. Yeah, grab that weight, put it on your lower back. And let's start with the close-up. Lift 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 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 Good. Take the weight down, and now we're gonna overlift it. Open hip. So up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 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 Good. Let's take it into the pigeon. Make sure the thigh is on the outside of your rib cage and rest. Now, you guys remember, if you're just sitting on a sofa and watching me to stretch here, make sure you come back to it and do this session. Give yourself time. Yeah, it's gonna take quite a long time here today, but you can always pick some bits and bobs and just kind of do them when you can. But yeah, it's going to be staying recorded on my YouTube in a live section. Just go to the live section and you will see so many live streams, because that's how I get my subscribers on YouTube, only live streaming. So much easier. Okay, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. And also that also YouTube has got the microphone connected. On Instagram is gonna be there as well. Make sure you hit that follow button. Right, now, Malasana squat, deep squat. Let's get ready for it. Now, so Malasana squat, I call it Malasana, a lot of time it's just a deep squat, is here. So there's a lot of people that will struggle thanks to the tight ankles and everything, calves, to put the heels down. You can use books, you can use weight plates, but if you already have got the dumbbells for later, put your dumbbells underneath of your heels, okay? And apparently, we should be able to hold this deep squat position for 30 seconds. I tell you what, once I am here for like 3 minutes, 5 minutes, my back absolutely aches. So let's just get into that position and just kind of begin to open those hips. When you look at any toddler, I saw when we were on holidays, a little toddler just playing, a little girl just playing on a beach and constantly squatting and just happily playing for hours and hours. And I just forgot, everyone, we were all born with a nice open hips. And it's the lifestyle we adopt, that changes everything and tightens. Is the sitting, constant sitting. So let's just work into these hips and open them up. Okay, now we're gonna work a little bit of ankle mobility. So 1, 2, 3, lift up 4, 5, 6. This absolutely kills. I'm sure you are already agreeing with me. 7, 8, 9. We're gonna hold the last one at the top. Come on. See if we can lengthen the spine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We are not done. We are now going to tap one knee forward, return it back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Oh, I'm gonna have a little break. One day I'm gonna be able, what we're going to do for these hips, to do without having to take that break, but it absolutely kills, and I'm sure you are with me as well, okay? Right, let's get back into it. This time, we're gonna push the knees out and then bring the knees together. Push them out. This is the work we need to do. And then this is kind of the strength one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that kills, 8, 9. My goal is to do this sort of stuff a lot more often so I don't find it so horrible. And 10, just push it out and leave it open for a little bit for 1, 2, 4, lengthen the spine, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're gonna go straight into this. And then pushing. I've seen people really, well, maybe I can just about stretch the arm, but yeah, that's what we want. So push into that knee. 1, 2, 3. This is the last one. There is a lot more in this position. Again, that we can do it another time. Save the good stuff for another time. 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And let's just stay here for a little bit. Oh, we could do this one as well. We could just kind of lift the butt like we want to come and bring the head close to the floor. You see, if you live in the UK or in Europe, this is a perfect time for you. If you go in a gym in the morning, then you come home, grab something to eat, and then give yourself a good stretch session. If you are in the US, you've got to get up very early. So let's do 4 more, kind of going forward and back. 2, 1. Okay, hooray, hooray. We're gonna come up and shake it all off. Right, what should we do next? Have a drink. That's a good idea. I'm gonna take a green tea. My secondary drink to water. I think we're gonna get into the whole stand squat. Yeah. So get a stick. And let's have a think about how we're going to do this. So first of all, you want to get a 5 steps at least. But if 5 steps is too wide, you can go less. So we're going to count it out. So we're going to go 1, 2. It's good to count it out because then you know where your position is. And then add on the steps as your hips get better. So that's 2, 3, 4, and then 5. I just tend to kind of straighten my toes so they point forward. For this whole stand squat, where we're going to be working the strength, right, let's have a talk about this. Sometimes, you know, the whole for the pancake and everything, we want anterior tilt, and anterior tilt will come another in a different exercise, yeah, where the butt is sticking out. For this, we're gonna go posterior tilt. So we're gonna bring the belly in and tuck the tailbone. Okay. Now, if I just hold it here, you can see the stick is not gonna stay. I'm gonna have to get it a lot lower to keep that stick. So, like I said, you can put your dumbbells there. Go with some light dumbbells, because otherwise you're gonna have to keep holding those dumbbells as well as your body weight. So find that squat. Let's mark it out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we've got 30 seconds. I was thinking about 40, doing it in a live stream, but we're gonna do 3 sets. Ideally, you want to have your, see how it's coming out, that stick? So yeah, 30 seconds will be enough. Because I've never ever held horse stands so low. my legs are absolutely shaking. And I am so aware that my back is not straight and it should be straight. But that's all I can do. Good. Shake it all off. We're gonna get into it again. Really, 1 minute in one go. That's what I'm aiming to do. Eventually, maybe 3 minutes in one go. And apparently, if you can do 7 minutes in one go, you can do a middle split. Yeah, so. Okay. Round 2. This is why. Oh, I did. Hold on. Let's set it up. I'm telling you to set it up and then I forget myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Okay. So there we go. And breathe. Keep squeezing the glutes. Everything super tight, super strong. Yeah, this is a leg workout. Totally leg workout. Which I don't do myself. I tell you 3 exercises I do. I don't go to the gym to do the legs on the machines. All I do, and again, one day I will put it into the show, is loads of pistol squats, split squats, and lunges with the foot that height. And then I go up with 20 kilos in my hands. Those are the 3 exercises I do for the legs. So I quite enjoy doing this as a different way of training the legs and in the same time stretching them. Last set. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, come down and hold. Good. You know what? It starts to feel like, yeah, I could go more. But yeah, let's just stick to 30. Keeping that chest lifted. Breathe. 15 seconds. No, actually, no. 30 will be enough. Oh my God. Nearly there, guys. Come on, stay with me. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Good. Okay. Let's shake it all off. Thank you, guys. Thank you on Alexia, Sarah, Matthew. Yeah, I remember you from Instagram. What have I done to this? Oh my goodness me. I lost you. I better not touch these phones. Okay, hi everyone on Nikita, JP, googly eyes. Yeah, you're fit. Thank you very much. Thank you. I hope you are doing it. Oh, it is so quiet. So quiet on the YouTube. Normally I get a lot more coming in. Okay. Let's go. Next one. Tailor pose. Now, I forgot one more thing. You need to be by the wall for the Tailor pose. So go to the door and do it there. Grab the dumbbells. We're gonna do 3 sets of 10. So push your pelvis right against the wall and open the knees to the side. The back is pressing. Now, ideally you want to get the feet as close as possible. Grab the dumbbells. If you've got uneven weights, have a look at your knees, and I don't know if you can see it, but you should see that this knee is higher than the other one. And if you find that one hip is tighter than the other one, then you can put the heavier weight on that tighter hip. So it's kind of working harder. So we're going to go up and down. Up and down. Try to relax at that bottom position. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then just leave it there and try to relax those adductors. Now this is one exercise. I teach yoga in my house twice a week in the evening, and when they go into the Shavasana, I do the Tailor pose quietly. And that's how I kind of try to fit it in, because that is the best exercise for opening those hips, lengthening those adductors. Let's bring it in to rest. We're going to do 2 more sets. You can add on some weights. Best exercise, yeah, and also toning the legs. Now, you've got the option, if your hips are even, to now put the heavier weight to the other side. If your hips are uneven and you want to keep the heavier one on that side, go ahead and do it. I'm going to add on another 2, so now I'm working with 8. Ready? So 1, 2. It feels so much better doing this Tailor pose after already quite a lot of hip stretching compared to just, you know, after me teaching yoga. Those hips are not as open as they are already now. So let's take this one as number 5. 6, nice slow tempo. 7, 8, 9, and 10. So now I can feel that my left open side, I can feel the ankles and calf coming down to the floor. Right side, right side is my dominated leg and therefore is tighter. Okay, we're going to come up and rest. Just bring the legs together for a moment and get ready for 1 more. Here we go. Build up your little tower of the weights and then lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Hold, relax those inner thighs there. Breathe. This is tough. Needs to be done though. Good. Remove your weights. And put them away. Next, we are going to use the chair. And I reckon this is going to be our kind of final, yeah, it will be, final strengthening exercise. It's called Straddle up. So, put that chair against your wall. Make sure you've got enough room to kind of take the legs wide. You don't want to be sliding anywhere. And we are going to do, the straddle up. So we're going to take the legs kind of as wide as we can. Okay. But don't take it too wide because otherwise you won't be able to get up. Higher the seat is behind you, the chair is higher, it's gonna be easier. So we're gonna now go into anterior pelvic tilt. So the butt is sticking out. Earlier we were posterior, tailbone down, butt down. Now you're gonna have to really kind of tilt that pelvis out. Okay, and then you're going to stick it out. Ooh, I'm close to that chair. Okay, so having to find a place. And then take a seat. Okay, toes are pointing out. Then we're gonna hinge forward. And this is where the work comes. Ah! And then go back down. I've tried this exercise a few times, but I've never gone into 10 reps. And this is the time. This is only 2. My legs are shaking like crazy. Take it back. Okay, for me, I'm gonna have to take a little rest because what I'm feeling on this carpet, my legs are going wider and wider. So I'm gonna have to do a reset on this again. So here we go. So bring that belly in, forward, and lift, and then go sit down. So that's 3. I'm gonna put up with the pain and do more reps than resetting every 2 reps. 4. Really push those hips forward. 5. My legs are really, oh my gosh. 6, I'm gonna have to reset. Goodness me, oh. We still got 4 reps, but I'd like to do one more set of this because unless we push ourselves to work hard, we won't get the goals we want to achieve. Okay, so I hope you do need those breaks with me as well. Okay, so sit back. 1, 2, 3. Cheat. And then 4, we're gonna hold this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Can you see that shaking? Take a seat. And come in. Okay. First time ever I've done this as 10 reps. Shake it off. I've done 2 and then I thought, yeah, that's enough. Okay. Okay, what we're going to do now, we're gonna grab the roller or the ball, and we're going to kind of give those adductors a little myofascial release, and then we're going to dare to do the straddle up one more time. I really want to be able to do like a 10 reps. Yeah, it does take a time to really do a good stretch session. And that's the problem. There we go. Take, if you've got a roller, if you just got a ball, with the ball, you're just gonna have to find a way, yeah, just to come up to the side and press it in. It's quite low to get it in, but you can get it in, and just kind of, you know, try to relax here. And then find a sort of any spots, move it around with that ball. Roller is better for this because it's higher up. Now, this roller actually vibrates, so I'm gonna treat myself with the vibrating roller. Okay. And we're going to take 30 seconds here. Now, because my roller is vibrating, it will give me a lot more myofascial release, you know, for those inner thighs. So, but with basically the myofascial release, you don't want to be kind of rolling across. No, you want to just kind of find a spot and hold it there. Find a different spot and hold it there. 30 seconds is almost done. We're gonna come back to this and spend more time on it, but let's go over to the other side for now. Let's go this way. Okay. Here we go. So find a place and find a way you can really get into those adductors in terms of you positioning yourself. You can bend the knee actually as well. Actually, you can, I don't know why it should be like this. What am I doing? Yeah. There we go. Well done. Okay. Let's get a tennis ball, trigger point ball, and release those tight glutes. I wonder if the straddle up is gonna be easier after this sort of myofascial release. Let's check out first butterfly, how it feels. Yeah, a lot better, a lot more looser here. Good. Okay, so take any ball and we're going to now put it underneath of our butt cheek. Then lift yourself up and then kind of start searching. Start searching for tight points. Roughly 30 seconds I'm gonna time here. Now, there is about 75 trigger points, and I just literally found one, so that's why I'm not moving, in each butt cheek. So I'm sure if you search, you will find plenty, yeah? Once you find it, just stay there and breathe. And then if you release it, move to a different one. For sure, 30 seconds is not enough for this, so we're just gonna spend a little bit longer time. This is a very unpleasant work, but it feels good. It feels good. I just found one, and like, you're literally finding yourself when you find that trigger point that you end up tensing, but the whole idea is to just breathe and relax. Okay. Good. And let's now do the second side. I'm just thinking, what will I do next week? I really don't know, I haven't planned it, but I may think about quadriceps, hip flexors, maybe, or shall I do the hips? What do you think? What do you think? Do you want to work on another hip opening, do different stuff? Or we could go into the hamstrings. I think a lot of you will say hamstrings. For me, it's like hamstrings. Yeah, no, don't need hamstrings, but I will do them for you. They can always get better and longer. Or quadriceps or hip flexors. That's what I need. I need that. Let me know. Comment. Okay, good. One more round of the straddle up. Let's do it. Get your chair ready. Okay. Stick your butt out. Good. And then come up. 1, 2, 3. So far, it's okay. 4, 5. 6. 7. I'm really pushing it now. 8. My legs are so far apart. I'm gonna have to bring in. Okay. 2 more. We're gonna have to hold that last one, okay? All right, come on. 9. And 10. Hold it. Fight it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What's after 7? I forgot. 9? No, it's 8, isn't it? Yeah, 8, 9. Last one. 10. Take that seat and bring it in. Woohoo! I'd like to do another one afterwards. Yeah, why not? We're gonna do one more. All right, let's see if you've got anything in the comments there. Join. Let me know what you wanna work next time, guys, on. And then we can arrange another stretch session for next Saturday. There will be one definitely. Okay, shake it all off. Let's do a quick roller. We're gonna do 3 sets. I've decided we are gonna do 3 sets because otherwise it's not complete. You need to push through. So quick release. Gosh, it's really painful closer to the pelvis, for sure. Okay, let's switch over to the other side. All done. Take a ball, put it into, sit on it basically. And just again find a place and just hold it there and breathe. The smaller and harder trigger point ball is, the worse it feels, but you get more of the release. Okay, go to the other side. So I'm coming up to an hour, kind of almost there. These are kind of just finishing off the last strength and release. So that's not too bad, isn't it? Dedicating an hour to the lower body, good lower body stretch, at least twice a week. So remember, it's on my, it's gonna stay on the recording. You can come back to it whenever you want to. Whenever you want to dedicate an hour to your lower body, it will pay off. Okay. Right. One more round. Grab some water. I'm quite pleased about our straddle up that I did 8 in one row. Let's see what will happen. Okay. This is honestly, this is the first time I'm making myself to do 3 sets of 10. Again, just like the one before, horse stand squat, I just try a few and then leave it. Okay, 1, 2. If you drive your heel, that's what I'm focusing on, into the ground, it seems to slip less. Heels into the floor, definitely. 4, 5. Yeah, I've got to engage my adductors more to prevent the sliding. 6. Come on. 7. 8. Yeah, I can do 10. 9. And we're gonna hold this one. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That counting was so fast. But I've done 10 in a row. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Bring the legs in. I can't believe people do this from the floor. One day we get there. Okay, that's it. No more of this. Yeah, I'm really pleased. And my goal is to do the horse stand squat a little bit longer. I'm gonna work for with 40 seconds, straddle up next week, at least 2 more times. Okay, so just enjoy now that myofascial release on your inner thighs, really relaxing there. No more strength, just relax. Yeah, I need to do this more often. This myofascial release as well on the adductors. Basically, what's been happening with my body, I'm in a process of recovering from a nightmare shoulder injury, which is it's a bicep tendon. Switch to the other side. I kind of, with that bicep tendon, I've got it since December. I caused it through not a week of correct training, overtraining the upper body, overtraining pull-ups, to the point that, especially wide pull-ups, to the point that my right scapula was not supported enough, was too tired, and then I did a little bit of swinging for muscle up training, and then I cracked that tendon, and ever since I can't do a decent push-up session, so I've got to stop. I can't do push-ups, dips, anything. Little bit of pull-up, and it's such a nightmare. So I just thought, well, let's just put some more focus on that lower body flexibility in. And sometimes when pain happens and you can't do what you like to do, it just kind of helps you to focus on something else. Okay, we finish with the ball to release the glute. Hopefully they are a little bit softer, but I don't think we can ever feel super soft butt cheek. It's always gonna be something super tight. Remember, there is this muscle called piriformis. I think I just got it. Oh, yes. When you find it, it's kind of right in the sort of middle of it. Basically, when you find somewhere in the middle, super tight spot, you are on it. And that is a very important muscle. That is so important to keep it nice and soft and supple. What is interesting, and you probably find that as well, if you have got a tight hip like I have the right leg, there's always more trigger points and it's more painful on the right side compared to left. Switch to the other side. Yeah, it's so much kind of more pleasant on that left side. That's because I spent 25 years teaching tennis and constantly throwing the tennis balls with my right hand. So I end up kind of using it in a wrong way and standing on my right leg, playing tennis from the right leg so much. And that's why I got stronger, but also tighter. Okay. Good, well done. Okay, so let's take the ball out. Come back to the butterfly. Open the legs wide. And just see how it feels now. A lot more open. If I now engage, and this is a good way to actually finish, think about engaging those outer thighs and then pushing the knees towards the ground to lengthen and relax. Engage. In fact, after good myofascial release, it's good to kind of get those muscles back sort of strong. So a little bit of engagement at the end of it is actually always recommended. So let's do 2 more. Open the knees, lengthen those outer inner thighs. 1 more. Good. Let's go back into the Malasana squat. That should feel a lot more open as well. Lengthen the spine. Again, one day I'd like to be able to hold a Malasana squat and have my hands behind me. Okay. Well then, come up, shake it up. Shake it off. And that's it, everyone. So I hope you will join me next Saturday, 12 o'clock for another stretch session. Thank you, everyone. Have a good weekend and see you next week. Tomorrow I will be live streaming kettlebell session from the park. So 9 o'clock UK time. Thank you very much. Love you all. Bye, everyone.